Hey, what's going on, my friends? This is Ron from Optimize FX. Welcome to episode 10. This is week 6 review of the $1,000 challenge V3, all the new robots. Currently, we're looking at the YouTube channel. I just wanted to just take a quick minute just to thank everyone, all my subscribers, everyone that has been following me, all the emails, just all you guys. Just been asking lots of questions and helping out. Sending me robots to test. Thank you so much, and thank you very much for the support, and all the coffees as well. I've got one right in front of me. So we're just going to dig into this. But before I do, I actually have set up a Discord server, and it's where we can all chat about robots. So it's not a Telegram, it's Discord. There's a few channels on there. It's already set up. If you have Discord and you want to have a chat about robots or just anything, if you want to share settings with each other, by all means, jump on it. The link to the invite is in the description of this video down the bottom. So jump in there. There's not much in there at the moment, but I'm sure, as a community, we can start growing and start earning a lot of money together. That's the whole aim. And we can test all robots together, so we can have a channel of good ones, we can have a channel of bad ones not to touch, so we can move forward and find some good EAs. And I know there are some good ones out there, and this is the whole reason why I started this channel, because I believe there is a way to definitely make an income trading with robots, not also just trading with robots, but also trading in general. There are plenty of people that are earning a living by trading forex and crypto, whether it be manually or with a robot. I'm all down for manual and robot. I'd like to do both, and I'm sure there's some systems out there we can all share with each other down the track. So, in saying that, let's get to the portfolio, and we'll have a look at what's happened this last week. I'm very sorry I didn't get to make a midweek video this week. However, I've got a little bit to chat about. This is going to be about a half an hour video, I'd probably say, maybe a little longer, if you can put up with me and my voice for that long. So, let's begin with the champion so far, and the champion would be Dragon Expert. So it has just been plodding along and making bulk money, as it has been this whole challenge. It's just been going amazing. There's not much drawdown. And Euro USD is now starting to come back. It's kind of finished its peak of its trending market, and it's starting to pull back now. We'll see what happens over the next week. But and then we've got Baby Shark, which is closely following in second place. In this, and we're talking about second place as in like profits, so not overall. Then we have Gold Catcher, and then we have all the other ones that have all the new ones. Not the old ones as well, the new ones that aren't doing as well profit-wise, but are trading still quite well, except for mine. But we'll get back to that, and let's have a look at the figures down the bottom here. So we start with Orion, and at the moment, after week 6, we've got a 21% gain overall, profit of $210, and a max drawdown of 7.25%. Which is outstanding, I think. That is absolutely outstanding. Then we have Dragon Expert, which is up 159%, and max drawdown of 22%. So it's sitting on $1,592. Then we've got Gold Catcher. It's got a gain of 78.3%, max drawdown of 8.37%, which is absolutely amazing as well, and a profit of $782. And then we've got Baby Shark, which is 118.19%, a drawdown of 53% still, so it has still had a quite larger drawdown. That was from a few weeks ago, but a profit of 1,181. Then we've got one of the new ones that started, so we've got Gold Catcher V2. Current profit is 7.48%, drawdown 15.54, and a profit at the moment of $74. So the drawdown is getting up there. If it gets any closer to 20%, which I think it probably will do, we'll see what happens. But then we have a Stepping Stone, which has made a profit of 12.53%. It has had a max drawdown of 26.64, but it has made $125 so far. Then Stabilizer, one of the very new ones, so far has made 7.84% on its account. Had a max drawdown of 5 and has made $78. So that's going really well so far, I think. So we'll see what happens. Now, Robotron, I think this could be due to the settings. So what I'm going to do is change the settings, but at the moment it's risking 2% of the account each trade. And there's not many trades. It only trades like from 1 hour in the day. So, but yes, so far every trade has been a winner. But yeah, 0.93%, 0.12% drawdown, and it's made $9. Then we have Grid Trend Manager. Yes, GTM has made 6.2%. These ones started last week. Drawdown of 7.67. It's currently in a bit of drawdown at the moment, and $61 profit. Then we've got No Sleep. This is the one that blew, or not blew, but half blew its account last week or the week before, and I decided to keep it going, see if it can make it up to itself, and it has made a little bit of money back. So we're only at negative 472 now instead of like 530 or something like that. So it is making money, its money back. And then mine, I saw why it's not profitable, and that's okay. I'll have a chat about it when we go to the charts a bit later. I'll talk about it. But what I'm going to do is actually remove it because it definitely needs more thinking. I'll need to do some more coding. It's a very basic robot. I haven't got any like lot management or anything like that, or any management or anything like that. So I definitely need to work on this a lot more. I thought it might have been ready, but yeah, but I'll talk about that one a bit later. So that is pretty much the rundown of all of them in terms of my FX book. So let's have a look at the charts, and we can see the stepping stone. It is currently in a buy on GU, and it's balanced up $1,125. Now the thing with stepping stone I've noticed is that it goes into drawdown quite quick. So let's have a chat about this. So as you can see here, its take profit is 5, and that's all it needs to do. Is it needs to make $5, and then it will close all the orders. And I had this start loss set at 0.1. Yes, I had it at 0.1, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't actually matter about the start loss so much. Like you can have it on 0.1, but if the market's going the other way, it's going to open more orders at 0.1. So the problem with that is he's going to go into drawdown quite quickly, and I did see that that happen. So what I thought I'd do is I'd change it to 0.02 as a start lot to reduce the amount of margin it's using, but also reduce the risk, and seeing how it was going to trade. So as you can see here, there's 0.1 lot trades, and it's got negative 10, 15, because the $15 closed with the 10 and it made the $5. So it's making $5 each time. And I noticed that, yeah, with it on 0.10, you have a lot of big negatives like this one here, like negative $50 and negative 23, and things like that. And then it makes it back, but it's only making $5. So what I thought I'd do is I'd change it to 0.02. Now I don't think it's done any trades yet on 0.02 because I only did it last night, I believe, and so it hasn't actually done anything yet. The other thing is here, we'll see what happens in the next week on 0.02. I think it might be less risk, but there might be in longer trades because it's got to make that $5. We can make the $5 a lot lower, make it be $4 or $3 as a profit, and then it will close. So that's how stepping stone works. I hope it helps you guys out there. So we'll see what happens with that. Now, Stabilizer, one of the new ones, it is currently a little bit of drawdown. It's $17. It's nothing really. It's 1,078, but this is how it's been trading. It's been like a really perfect market, really, for it. So up and down, up and down, up and down. but we'll see. Yeah, I'd like to see what happens when it's fully trending with stabilizers. So yeah, we'll get back to that. No sleep. We can see that it is currently down $15. Nothing really too bad, and it's going well so far. So we'll see what happens next week. Orion, which is I think maybe the star. How about, because it's only been trading, oh no, I changed it. Did I change it to 0.03? Maybe I did. Maybe I did. Let's up it to 0.05. However, it is risking 2%, so I don't think this matters. Let's risk 5. Let's push it a bit this next week. Let's see what Orion can do. And these are all the settings that I'm using. If anyone wants to have a look, back test it, forward test it, whatever. These are all the settings here. So let's risk 5% of the account, and I don't think this is going to matter, so we'll just leave that. So yeah, we'll move to the next one, Dragon. So we can see all the trades that it's been doing, up and down, up and down, up and down. It's just been going amazing, trading awesome. So really surprised that this is still going, considering we blew it in 1 week on one account. So, but yes, it's the star, gold catcher. Now, what did happen, I think maybe on Thursday or Wednesday this week, is that the modem got turned off overnight. So that's the reason why there's no trades in this section here, and it didn't actually hurt any of the robots that I saw than what I saw, but there was a big gap with one of them, so I just closed like a sell order that it had. But that's why there's a gap here, I believe. So it wasn't very long. It was only like 5 or 6 hours, but obviously we missed that awesome move up. So could have capitalized on that, but it doesn't matter. It's still going amazing, I think. Baby Shark is not actually in any trades at the moment, which is really interesting as well. And we're still trading 1%. I think 1% is good. Considering it did have quite a large drawdown. I think 1% is good. If you really wanted to push it, I don't think it even matters if you have a bigger account. I think if you even put it to 2%, it's going to risk 2%. So it doesn't matter what. So I think 1% is good. But maybe should we push it? It's been trading quite well. Let's push it to 2% this next week. Let's see what happens. Bingo. Because that's all we got to change. That's a really good thing about Baby Shark, is that the only thing you need to change is the account management, your percentage. Gold Catcher, this is version 2. Now this has been trading really well. It is in a buy. It is in a buy, and it's hasn't gone that great for it. It's dropped down, and it does have what would we call it? It does have a news indicator, so make sure it doesn't trade the news. But it may have accidentally been in a trade when news come out, and it's not trading now. So that's interesting. But we'll see what happens. It's made $74, so I'm pretty happy with that. This one here I need to change. So what we are doing is we are trading 2% of the account, and these are all the profits. Like these are all the trades that it's done. This is it. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's only made 6 trades in the whole week. But look at that, they're all winners. So if we have a look at the settings here, the only thing that I changed was that I made it risk 2% of the account instead of 0.1 lots. So what I'm going to do is change it back to just a fixed 0.1 lot trade this next week, because I think, you know, from what I've seen, the trades are really good and they're on the ball. So if I just hit reset here, yeah, we're not using risk anymore, we're just risking 0.1. So that's all it changed. That's all I changed. These are just basic settings. So I'll do that with all of them, and we'll just change that. And we're just going to risk. These are going to be the actual default settings of Robotron this next week. So just keep that in mind. Actual default. Now I've been testing this on an FTMO challenge on 10% risk, and it's been absolutely going off. Like I just made $13,000 in 1 week, risking 10% of 50k. Now, if you're interested in all of that, using this on the FTMO challenge, yeah, I might put a quick video on my Instagram. If you're not on my Instagram, just you know, I think the link's in the description below. I'll just double check. But yeah, so Robotron, I'm actually really liking it. And the reason why I'm really liking it is that it only takes 1 or 2 trades. There's no hedging, there's no martingale, there's no heaps of orders. It's just, it's either go or it's not. You know, sure, and it takes losses. So that is the reason why I'm really liking this robot, and I think I'm going to build one quite similar. It's only going to trade a certain time of the day. If everything lines up, it'll take a trade. If nothing lines up, it won't take a trade. It's pretty simple, really. And I think that strategy is probably a lot better than some of the other ones where they just take a whole heap of orders, and you know, if the market goes against it, it takes more, whole heap of orders, and then you get margin called, and then your account gets blown. And it's happened to me so many times, and I'm getting really over it. So it's really refreshing to see a robot only take a couple of trades and have the trades actually be profitable. Now, what I'm not sure about with Robotron is the account that I'm using is a raw spread account, so you actually get charged a commission. As you can see here, we are getting charged on 0.04 lots, we're getting charged 28 cents per order. So the profits could be more, but the thing is that the spread is higher. So what I might do is I'll see if I can run 12 terminals on this laptop, and I'm really interested to see how Robotron's going to go not on a raw spread account with IC markets. So I'm going to do that. We're going to add one more, and it's going to be exactly the same settings as this. We are just going to see what the differences are. Now the trades, in theory, should be the same. They should have the same trades, but the profits will be different. So maybe I'm really interested to see what happens. The difference between a raw spread account and a standard account, where you don't get charged commission, but the spreads are higher. So we'll see. I'll set that all up, and might do a quick video on Monday, or probably Tuesday or Wednesday, you know, midweek video, see how that's going. So that'll be fun. Now we've got the grid trend multiplier, and you can see here how it's trading. So essentially, how I can see that it trades is it places buys on the moves up, and sells, and it takes profits. And as a market ranges or moves up and down, it takes profits and goes into a drawdown at the same time. So right now, even though we're at negative 45, we're up 63. So we're up a little bit more than we are in drawdown. And this is just a plug and play version. So yeah, so far so good, but you know, it's only been 1 week, and this is aggressive on AUD/USD. So, but we'll see. It's so far so good. And last but not least, we've got my own, and now there is reasons why it didn't trade very well. Now its entries I thought were really good. So we can see here, if we zoom in a bit, we can see here, it's like, sweet, I'm going to do a sell. it went into profit, profit. You know, that's beautiful, beautiful little sell there. You know, this is on the hour time frame, so you know that's 48 pips. You know, it could have taken 48 pips. It could have taken profit on. However, it didn't. It didn't hit the take profit, and the trailing stop loss was too wide. So the stop loss never got activated, or the trailing stop loss never got activated, and it came back up, and then it went down, came back up, and that was the stop loss there, 1.182. So an accident, yeah, it hit the stop loss when it shouldn't have really. It was a profitable trade. The settings for the robot were not right, and therefore we had a loss. This one here was the same thing. Bought. There were two buyers, buy EURUSD, buy EURUSD, and I had the same settings as well. Or this one actually was profitable, so we had, you know, $9.40. And this is where I changed the settings, and yeah, it just didn't hit the take profit, and the trailing stop didn't get touched as well. So then we lost another $80. So pretty much this robot definitely needs a lot more work done. So this is only version 1. It's just pretty much, I just wanted to see how to go forward testing for a week. I haven't really done any forward testing with it. I've only done back testing, and I wanted to talk about why back testing does not always work. It does not indicate how the robot is going to go when you trade it forward testing on a live account. So the reason being is that there's this thing called curve fitting, and I don't know if anyone knows about this, but when you optimize a robot over a set period of time, like let's say 6 months, you optimize it, you optimize the settings, the moving averages, you know, all that kind of stuff, and you're like, hell yeah, I've got a profitable robot. You know, when I back tested Parabolic over 6 months after I optimized it, it made, you know, a fair bit of money. It was like maybe $3,000 or $4,000 or something like that in 6 months. Now the problem lies is that there's this thing called curve fitting, right? And what that is that you are optimizing the robot over 6 months for that market, for that, you know, how that market was over that 6 months. So because the market was like that the last 6 months, and you had really good results in your backtest, and you've optimized it for that, it does not mean that it is going to be exactly the same moving forward 6 months. And I don't know if you've probably seen it, like where someone's able to get like $1 million out of a robot or something in some stupidly low time, you know, in like 1 year or something like that, starting at $200 or $1,000, and you're up to $1 million. Now the reason why they're able to get those results is because they've curve fitted the robot to that last 12 months. So the robot is optimized for that market, and it is able to, you know, it's showing that the robot is capable of it, but that market, the odds of that market, all those settings, everything lining up exactly the same again, is like winning the lotto. So I just wanted to touch on that. So if you see someone like, if you see a YouTube video of someone being like, oh, from $200 to $5 million in 6 months with this EA, it's pretty much, I can tell you now, it's pretty much bullshit. And the reason being is because the robot is probably curve fitted to that market, and it won't be replicated ever again, because you know, it will use specific indicators and specific things. They'll be in certain lines, and everything lines up perfectly, and that's how the robot is able to make that money. It's a good way to show that a robot is profitable, but if you've got a lot of settings, a lot of indicators and things like that you can optimize, essentially the robot is, you know, it's showing that the robot can be profitable, yes, but whether it happens again, definitely not. And that's what happened here, and it's one reason why I wanted to show what that happens, how that happens. So just be careful of that. And if I Google it, how to avoid curve fitting and backtesting. So curve fitting problems, it's if you want to research curve fitting and if you optimize your robots, you need to know what this is and how to solve it with any robot that you optimize. So I don't actually have a video on it, but there's plenty of information here on curve fitting and how to avoid it and all that kind of stuff. So just be really mindful of curve fitting when you're optimizing, because it's something you want to try and avoid. I just wanted to touch base on that, and that is the reason why Parabolic hasn't made money. Now, I have noticed that Parabolic, when the graph was being generated for it making the money, it would sometimes go into drawdown a bit, and then we'll have a whole heap of trades where it was just all right, and make a heap of money. So that could be the case here, but I don't feel as if it's ready, and I want to change it to something else that is trading similar to Robotron. Now, I'm sure you've all probably heard it, and it's called Forex Fury, and I actually have version 3 of it to test. So I'm going to change out Parabolic with Forex Fury version 3, and I'm not going to give it a new account. I'm just going to let it run on this, because this has only made 3 trades, and I think even though it will start on $847, I don't think that really matters. But yes, Forex Fury version 3, it is very similar to Robotron. It only trades during certain periods of the day, but I want to see how they go against each other, and I'm sure you would all like to see that as well. And I'll bring Parabolic back when it's ready. I feel anyway. So that is pretty much it for this episode. That's all I really wanted to touch on. So just reiterating over what we've covered all of these robots here, all these ones here. I'm going to change out Parabolic for Forex Fury version 3. All the other ones are essentially the same, except for we have changed the lot size on, was it Orion? No, we didn't change the lot size, we changed the risk. So we're now risking 5% instead of 2. And what was the other thing we changed? We changed Robotron's going to be trading fixed lots, and I'm going to add Robotron on a standard account rather than a raw spread account. So I'm actually going to be adding another account, and we're going to swap out Parabolic with Forex Fury. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to have a chat on Discord, please do so. Jump on there. We can all start up a chat, share things with each other. I think that'll be awesome. I won't always be on there because I work during the week. This work is picking up, which is great. Thank you all for the coffees. I will be starting more work on the website this weekend. I hope to have something up for you guys to have a look at soon. But it's just been really busy. But yes, thank you very much for watching. That is it from me. I'll see you in the next video, hopefully with a midweek update. And have a great weekend. Thank you. Bye-bye.